Gets water on you guys, don't take offense, okay? And here we go.
Alright, I said you can take your old job.
I'm ready to read you the new play, Miss Wellington, anytime you are.
Just a minute, dearie, just a minute.
The only thing is, I hope you don't mind my mentioning this, but you don't drink when you're acting, do you, Miss Wellington?
I'm glad you brought it up. Once the play opens, I never drop. The minute I enter stage door, the bottle gets put away until intermission.
Have you been on stage a long time, Miss Wellington?
All my life, I've played everything. Ever seen Peg in My Heart?
Yes.
I saw it too. Good show. My, hard night, ain't it?
Do you want me to open the window, Miss Wellington?
No, the hell of the weather. Say, he's cute.
She's just acting, Reba. She don't mean anything.
Well, anytime you're ready, we can go up to my room and start. I thought we could read the play up in my room.
I'm ready, dearie, I'm ready. Whew. When I see snakes, it's time for me to lie down.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I hope you. Oh, Miss Wellington.
Oh, stand up. Pause that for 1 second. Pause. Can you just pause that?
I think
Okay, so when you go like this, Ella, you need to go like this.
when I see snakes,
Like you're looking at them like, what? So you just you have to go like this, like pick them up and be like this. Oh, when I see snakes, it's time to go down. And she's like, oh no! And then you're like literally pulling them off of her. Okay.
Okay, can I try that again?
Yes, please.
Okay,
We'll start. We'll pick it up from right there. She is. All right, ready, friends?
Well, anytime you're ready, we can go up to my room and start. I thought we could read the play up in my room.
I'm ready, dearie, I'm ready. Woo! When I see snakes, it's time for me to lie down.
Oh dear, oh, Miss Wellington, those are real, they're grandma's. Oh dear, oh, I hope she's not
Ed, put
Miss
pick up snakes in
Wellington.
the back.
She's out like a light. Better let her sleep it off. Reba, Miss Wellington just passed out.
Good.
Do you think she'll be all right?
Yes, but I wouldn't cast her in the religious play.
Well, I suppose I'll just have to wait.
Can that be frontal? But Maya go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't cast her in the religious play.
Sure.
Do that.
Yes, but I wouldn't cast her in the religious play.
Perfect.
Well, I suppose I'll just have to wait.
The next time we meet an actress on the top of a bus penny, I think I'd send her the play instead of bringing her home to read it.
Ed, I wish you'd stop printing and bring those love dreams around. You gotta get back in time to play for me when Kolnikov comes.
Kolnikov coming tonight?
Oh, yes. Tomorrow's his night, but I had to change it on account of Alice.
Big doings around here tomorrow night, huh?
Isn't it exciting? You know, I'm so nervous. Do you think it was me that was engaged to him instead of Alice?
I wonder what they'll be like, his mother and father. Ed, what are you doing now?
Penny, did you see the new mask I made last night? Guess who it is?
Don't tell me now, Ed. Wait. Helen of Troy.
It's Mrs. Roosevelt.
You know what I love about these Meccano sets? You can make so many different things with them. Last week it was the Empire State Building.
What is it this week?
The Queen Mary.
Hasn't got the right hat on.
Oh, Mr. Capina, will you open the door and see if there's a man standing out there? Why? What for? Well, the last 2 days when I've been out to win my candy, I think a man's been following me.
Aw, Ed, you're crazy.
No, I'm not. He follows me and stands and watches the house. Really? I'll take a look and see.
I don't see what anyone would follow you for, Ed.
Well, there are a lot of kidnappings going on, Grandma.
Yes, but not of Ed.
Well, did you see him? There's nobody out there at all. You're sure? Positive. I just saw him walk away. You see?
Oh, it might have been anybody walking along the street. Now, will you hurry up and get back?
No, all right. You want to go down now, Mr. Sycamore, and finish packing up the fireworks?
Yeah, we gotta take those up to Mount Vernon in the morning.
Mother, may I borrow some paper making out a list for Reba tomorrow night? Yes, dear. Hi, is your actress friend giving a performance or something? No, she's not acting out. She's really drunk. Oh, Essie dear, you're gonna give Reba the Gymnasium tomorrow, won't you? Because she needs it.
Oh, of course, Alice. I'm gonna start on some love dreams now, so I'll be way ahead.
Oh, thanks, dear. Mother, I'm gonna be home at 3 o'clock tomorrow. You'll have everything done at the store by that time. There's your typewriter and the xylophone, the stakes, the printing press.
And Miss Wellington.
And Miss Wellington. That'll give you enough time to, just fix the flowers and arrange the table.
Kirby's are certainly going to get the wrong impression of this house.
You'll do all that, won't you, Mother?
Yes, dear.
And I think we better have the cocktails ready by 7 o'clock. Just in case they happen to come a little early. And I don't know to let people cook dinner. What do you think, Grandma?
And now, Alice, I wouldn't worry about it so much. From what I've seen of the play, I'm sure the Kirbys are very nice people. And if everything isn't so elaborate tomorrow night, then that's all right, too.
Darling, I'm not trying to impress them or seem like we're anything we aren't. I want everything to go off well.
No reason why it shouldn't, Alice.
We're going to do everything we can to make it a nice party.
Carlin, I love you.
You are the most wonderful family in the world, and I am the happiest girl in the world. I didn't even know anyone could be this happy. Just this past week, it's been like floating. Just seeing him, Grandma. I don't know what it does to me.
Just seeing him. And just seeing him for lunch and dinner and until 4 o'clock in the morning and 9 o'clock the next morning. You're at the office, and there he is again. Just seeing him, huh?
I don't care. I'm in love. Oh, Reba!
Nice, isn't it? Not seeing her so happy.
Yes. I remember when I was engaged to Paul, how happy I was. I still feel that way.
I know. Nice how and Nessa get along too, isn't it?
And Donald and Reba, even though they're not married. Did you suppose Mr. DePinna will let marry Anne and Grandma?
Well, there's Miss Wellington.
Yeah. Oh, I do wish she'd wake up. We're gonna read this play tonight.
Mrs. Sycamore, look what I found. Remember?
Why, yes, it's my painting of you as the discus thrower. Look, Grandma.
Yeah, I remember it. Say, you've gotten a little bald, haven't you, Mr. DePinna?
Oh, is it very noticeable? There's still some right here.
Well, it was a long time ago, Mr. DePinna, just before I stopped painting. Let me see. It's 8 years.
It's too bad you never finished this, Mrs. Sycamore.
I always meant to finish it, Mr. DePinna. Just one day I started to write a play one day, that was that. I never painted again.
Just as well, too. I was going to have to strip next.
Gee, who thought the day I came to deliver the ice, I was going to stay here for 8 years?
Milkman was here for 5, just ahead of you.
Say, why did you leave anyhow? I forgot.
He didn't leave. He died.
Oh, yes.
Yes, he was a very nice man. Do you remember the funeral, Grandma? You never knew his name. It was kind of hard to get his
What was that name we finally made up for him?
Martha Vanderhoff. We gave him your name.
Oh, yes, I remember.
And yes, it really was a lovely thought. Because otherwise, we never would have gotten all those flowers.
Certainly was. And it didn't hurt me any. Not bothered by the mail anymore, and I haven't had a telephone call from that day to this.
Yes, it really was a wonderful idea.
It's too bad you never finished this, Mrs. Sycamore. I'd sure like to have it.
Well, you know what? I think I'll do some work on it right tonight.
Say, will you?
I don't think she's going to wake up anyhow. Look, Mr. DePinna, why don't you go down to the cellar and put on your costume and bring up the easel? Is it still down there?
I think so.
Now, where did I put my palette and brushes?
Can someone be on that? Because I really want to watch this part.
Rebishka, my little Rebishka.
Madame Kolenkov. Hello, Madame Kolenkov. S is in the kitchen.
Madame Sycamore, I greet you. Tell me, Grandma, what should I do about Rebishka? I keep telling her she would make a great toe dancer, but she laughs only.
No way, Madame Kolenkov. I couldn't get up on my toes if I tried. I have corns.
Rebishka, you could wear diamonds. A great girl, Grandma. What was that?
That's a picture of Mr. DePinto. Penny painted it.
It stinks.
I know. Hey, how are you? Oh, sorry. How do you like that?
What is that?
She's an actress, a friend of Penny's.
She's drunk, no?
She's drunk, yes. How are you, Kolenkov?
Magnificent. Life is chasing around inside of me like a squirrel.
Tis, huh? Say, what's new in Russia? Got any letters from your friend in Moscow?
I have just heard from him. I saved for you the stamp.
Thanks, Kolenkov.
They have sent him to Siberia.
They have, huh? How does he like it?
He has escaped. He has escaped and gone back to Moscow, and we'll get them yet if they don't get him. The Soviet government. I could take the whole Soviet government and
I'm sorry I'm late, Madame Kolenkov. I'll get into my dancing clothes right away.
Tonight we will really work Pavlova. Tonight we will make something new.
Is he making any progress, Kolenkov?
Confidentiality. She stinks.
Well, as long as she's having fun.
You sure do tickle Reba, Madame Kolenkov. She's laughing her head off out there.
She is a great woman, Donald. What do you think of the Soviet government?
The what, Madame Kolenkov?
I withdraw question. What do you think of this government?
Oh, I like it fine. I'm on relief, you know.
Oh, yes. And you like it?
Yeah. Only thing is, I gotta go around this place to collect it every week. And I gotta stand in the line pretty near half an hour. Government ought to be better run than that. Don't you think, Grandma?
Government ought to stop sending me letters. Want me to be at the United States Marshal's office Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock. Take a look at that.
Ah, income tax. They got you there, Grandma.
They want me to pay a lot of money so as to keep Donald here on relief.
You don't say. You're gonna pay it from now on, Grandma?
That's what they want.
So, you're saying I can come here and collect it instead of waiting in that line?
No, Donald. I'm afraid that you're going to have to waste a full half hour of your time every week.
Well, I don't like it. It breaks up my week.
He should have been in Russia when the revolution.
Revolution.
Then he would have stood in a line, a bread line. Ah, Grandma, what they have done to Russia. Think of it, the Grand Duchess Olga Katrina, a cousin of the Tsar. She's a waitress at Chow's restaurant. I ordered baked beans from her only yesterday. It broke my heart. A crazy world, Grandma.
World's not so crazy, Kolenkov. It's just the people living in it. Life's pretty simple if we'd all just relax.
How can you relax in times like these?
Well, if we'd all just relax, there wouldn't be times like these. That's just my point. Life's pretty beautiful if you just let it come to you. But the trouble is, people forget that. I know I did. I was right in the thick of it. Clawing, scratching, fighting, regular jungle. Then, one day it just struck me. I wasn't having any fun.
So you did what?
Just relax. That was 35 years ago, and I've been a happy woman ever since.
Oh, hello, Kolenkov.
Ah, Miss Alice, I have not seen you to present my congratulations.
Thank you, Madame Kolenkov.
May you be very happy and have many children. That is my prayer for you.
That is quite a thought.
Ah, love. Love is all that's left in the world, Grandma.
Yes, but there's plenty of that.
And soon Stalin will take that away too. I tell you, Grandma.
Seems so nice to get into my art things. Do I look all right, Grandma?
Yes, indeed.
You are a breath of Paris, Madame Sycamore.
Why, thank you, Madame Kolenkov.
I didn't know you was working for the WTA.
Oh, you paint all the time, Donald.
It happened again. There was a fellow following me every place I went.
Nonsense. And it's just your imagination.
No, it isn't. It happens every time I go out to deliver candy.
maybe he wants a piece of candy.
It's all right for you to laugh, Grandma, but he keeps following me.
You do not know what following is. In Russia, everyone is followed. I was followed right out of Russia.
Of course, you see, Ed, it's just your imagination.
Well, maybe.
Ah, here we are.
Where do you want this? Over here.
Put it here, Mr. Penna.
Ed, for tonight's lesson, we use the first movement of Shahrazad.
Okay.
Mr. Penna, has something happened to your figure in the past 8 years?
No, I don't think it's any different.
Oh, yes, Miss Valentin. Yes. Oh, dear.
I'm sorry I'm late, Madam Kolikoff. I couldn't find my dance slippers.
We have a hot night for it, my Pavlova. But art is only achieved through perspiration.
Why, that's wonderful, Madame Kolikoff. Did you hear that, Grandma? Art is only achieved through perspiration.
Yes, but I think it helps if you've got a little bit of talent to go with it. Only made 2 bullseyes last night. Gotta do better than that.
Are you ready? We begin. Now, pirouette, pirouette. Come on, you can do that. It's 8 years now. At last, entresha, entresha. No, Grandma, you cannot relax with Stalin Russia. The Tsar relaxed, look what happened to him.
He was too late.
Madam Kolikoff! Madam Kolikoff!
If he had not relaxed, Grand Duchess Olga Katrina would not be selling big beans soon.
Madam Kolikoff!
I'm sorry, you go back to the pirouette. A little freer with the hands. The whole body must work. Ed, help us with the music.
Sycamore! Sycamore! What, Reba?
Good evening.
How do you do?
How do you do? Are we too early?
No. Come right in. It's perfectly all right. We're glad to see you.
Why? Yes, only we thought it was to be tomorrow night.
Chase, can you read?
Tomorrow night? What?
No, it's perfectly all right.
If you want.
Come on in. Make yourselves at home.
Tony, how could you possibly? I don't know, Dad. I thought.
Really, Tony, this is most embarrassing.
Not at all. Now, why, we weren't doing a thing.
No, just a quiet evening at home.
That's all. Don't let it bother you. This is Alice's mother, Mrs. Sycamore.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Alice's sister, Mrs. Carmichael. Mr. Carmichael. Madam Kolnikov. And Mr. DePinna.
Oh, don't mind my costume. I'll just take it right off.
Mr. DePinna, would you tell Mr. Sycamore to come right up? Mr. and Mrs. Kirby are here.
And be sure to put his pants on.
All right. Excuse me.
Thank you.
I'll tell Alice that you're... Alice, dear! What is it? Alice, will you come down, dear? We have a surprise for you. Well...
Mrs. Kirby, may I take your wrap?
Well, thank you. If you're perfectly sure that we're not...
Oh, don't be alarmed, Mrs. Kirby. They're perfectly harmless.
Thank you.
Ed, take them into the kitchen.
Of course, we're just so used to them around the house.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but stay talking to me.
I feel very uncomfortable about this. Tony, how could you have said such a thing? I don't know, Dad. I thought it was tonight. It's very curious of you. Very.
Oh, now, anyone can make a mistake, Mrs. Kirby.
It's perfectly all right, but now, Penny, how about some dinner for these folks? They came for dinner, you know.
Oh, please don't bother. We're really not hungry at all.
Oh, it's not a bit of a bother. Ed! Ed, will you tell Donald to run down to the A&P and get half a dozen bottles of beer and some canned salmon? Do you like canned salmon, Mr. Kirby?
Please don't bother. I have a little suggestion anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry. How about you, Mrs. Kirby? Do you like canned salmon?
Oh, I'm very fond of it.
You could have frankfurters if you'd rather.
Either one will do.
Well, make it frankfurters and canned corn and some Campbell's soup. There, got that, Ed?
Okay.
Tell him to hurry. The A&P's just at the corner, and frankfurters don't take any time to boil.
And this is Alice's father, Mr. Sycamore, Mr. and Mrs. Kirby.
How do you do?
I hope you don't mind my appearance.
This is Mr. Sycamore's busiest time of year.
Oh!
Just before the 4th of July.
Oh,
Darling, I'm the most dull-witted person in the world.
Tony,
this
I
was
thought,
tonight.
I'm sorry, I can't imagine it. I thought you were, have you all met each other?
Yes, indeed.
How do you do, Alice? How do you do, Mrs. Kirby? I'm afraid I'm not very, presentable.
Darling, you look lovely. Of course she does. Don't mind this, my dear. We've all met each other a night sooner, that's all.
It's just, I was planning such a nice party, tomorrow night,
We'll come again tomorrow night. There you are, Alice. Am I forgiven?
I guess so. It's just we better see about getting you some dinner.
Oh, that's all been taken care of, Alice. That's all been attended to.
But Mother, what did you send out for Mr. Kirby? Sent for some suggestion. You can only eat certain things.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. Of course it
But
is.
I asked him, Alice.
I know, but
It's not as serious as all that, just because I have a little indigestion.
perhaps it's not indigestion at all, Mr. Kirby. Perhaps you have stomach ulcers.
Oh, don't be absurd, Golikov.
Yeah, you mustn't mind Madame Kolnikov. She's a Russian, and the Russians are inclined to look on the dark side.
All right, I am a Russian, but a friend of mine, a Russian, died.
Oh, please, Golikov. Mr. Kirby has some indigestion, and that's all.
All right, let him wait.
Do sit down, Mr. Kirby. Make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
Tell me, Mr. Kirby, how do you find the business conditions? Do you find that we're well out of the Depression?
Well, in a general sense, yes.
Well, do you figure things are going to keep on improving from here?
Broadly speaking, yes. As a matter of fact, industry is now operating at 64% as compared to 82% in 1925. Of course, in 1929,
Hello.
Now, this may seem pretty strange to you folks, but you see, she's not quite accountable for her actions. She's a friend of Penny's. She came over for dinner and was overcome by the heat.
Some people feel it more than others, you know. I better check on her. Excuse me, please.
It is awfully hot. You usually see Will's hot weather up in Maine, don't you, Mrs. Kirby? As a rule, I had to come down this week, however, for the flower show. Oh.
Mother wouldn't miss that for the world. That blue ribbon is the highest one every year.
I won a blue ribbon in a flower show once for raising onions. Remember,
That was a
Alice?
garden show, I see.
Oh, yes.
I think she'll be all right. Did Donald come back yet?
No, he hasn't.
I'm sure he'll be back any time now. I'm afraid he must be starved.
oh no, it's quite all right. Hello, what's this? You know there are little children in the house. Hello, what's this? Hello, what's this? Didn't know there were little children in the house.
Oh no, that's mine.
Oh, I see. You have a mom.
Oh no, I just play with it.
Oh, I see.
Maybe you'd be better off if you had a hobby like that, Dad, instead of raising orchids.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised.
Do tell us all about your orchids, Mr. Kirby. You know, they take 6 years before they blossom. Think of that.
Well, some can take longer than that. I've had one that I've been waiting 10 years for.
Believe it or not, I was waiting for an orchid.
Of course, during that time, they require the most scrupulous care. I remember a bud once that I was very...
Donald!
Oh, did you get everything I asked for, Donald?
Yes, ma'am, only they didn't have any frankfurters, so I got pickled pickles
Oh,
instead.
never mind, Donald. Please bring everything back in your kitchen.
Mr. Kirby, tell them all about your orchids. I know they would love to hear it. And, just one.
Kind of an expensive hobby, isn't it, Mr. Kirby? Raising orchids.
Yes, but I believe if a hobby gives one sufficient pleasure, it's never too expensive.
That's very
Did I
true.
put my wig over here? No, that's not it.
No, it's not. Dang it, I keep this going. Of course, I need something to relieve the daily nerve strain.
Oh, it's on the
Maybe
ground.
on Wall Street, and I'd go crazy if it didn't have something like that. A lot of them I know have yachts just for that very reason.
Why don't they just give up Wall Street?
How's that?
I was just joking.
I think it's necessary for everyone to have a hobby. Of course, it's more to me than a hobby, but my great solace is spiritualism.
Spiritualism? Now everybody knows that's a fake.
To me, Mrs. Sycamore, spiritualism is, well, I would rather not discuss it, Mrs. Sycamore.
Now, Penny, remember you have a few hobbies of your own?
Not silly ones.
No, I don't think it matters what the hobby is. The important thing is to have one.
To be ideal, a hobby should improve the body as well as the mind. The Romans were a great people. Why? What was their hobby? Wrestling. In wrestling, you have to think quick with the mind and act quick with the body.
Yes, but I believe that some of us wouldn't make a good showing as wrestlers. I would make a good one myself.
You could be a great wrestler. You are built for it. Look.
Mr. Kirby, are you all right?
Are you okay, Father? Where are my glasses?
Oh, they are, Mr. Kirby, they're broken.
Oh, I am sorry. But when you wrestle again, Mr. Kirby, you of course not wear glasses.
I do not intend to wrestle again, Madam Coach.
Better sit down, Father.
Thank you.
Colin, why would you do such a thing? Why didn't somebody stop her?
I think, if you don't mind, perhaps we'd better be going.
Oh, no, Mrs. Kirby, please don't go. I've ordered some plain salad for you and some scrambled eggs, and, Mr. Kirby, just, please, don't go.
I am sorry if I did something wrong. And I apologize.
And I'm so sorry, Mr. Kirby.
It's all right.
Of course it is. It's all right, Alice. We're not going.
Well, that was exciting for a minute, wasn't it?
You were talking about your orchids, Mr. Kirby. Do you raise many different varieties?
I'm afraid I've quite forgotten about my orchids.
I am so sorry, Mr. Kirby.
What did I do that was so terrible? I threw him on the floor.
Please
Did we
hold
kill
it
him?
off.
Oh, I'm sure dinner will be ready any time now. Would you like some candy while you wait, Mr. Kirby? I've got some freshly made.
Please don't bother. My doctor doesn't permit me to eat candy.
Oh, but these are nothing. Just coconut marshmallow and fudge.
Don't, Essie.
Oh, well.
Miss Alice.
A moment.
What is it, Reba?
The eggs fell down the sink.
Well, then make some more.
I don't have any more.
Well, then send all the course off, okay? Tell them to hurry. There'll just be a little delay with dinner, but it'll all be out in just a minute. Whoosh.
You certainly put your people into a lot of trouble, my stupidity.
Not at all, Tony.
Why don't we all play a game of some sort while we wait?
Well, that'd be fine.
Mother, I don't think Mr. and Mrs. Kirby.
I have an idea. I know a wonderful trick with the glass of water.
No!
No, Madam Holcroft.
But I'm sure Mr. and Mrs. Kirby would love this game. It's perfectly harmless.
Please, Mother.
I'm afraid I'm not very good at games.
Oh, but anyone can play this game, Mr. Kirby. You can just write your name on a piece of paper.
Mother, I don't think Mr. Kirby wants. Oh, he'll love it. Mother, what is this game?
No, not yet.
No,
Okay.
Here you are, Mr. Kirby. Now, write your name on this piece of paper. And Miss Kirby, you do the same on this one.
I have all little pieces of paper right on your desk.
Notes on your desk.
In fact, just grab them and just give them.
Oh,
That's
I
what.
can see those.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
Then.
Mother, what
I need
is
to be able
this
to
game?
describe. I used to play it at school. It's called Forget Me Not. Our grandma. Now I'm going to call out 5 words. Just anything at all. And as I say each word, you should write down
down the first thing that comes into your head. Is that clear? For instance, if I call out rats, you might put down reed. Or if I say chair, you might put down table. Just anything at all. It shows the reactions people have to different things.
Oh, I
Do you
see.
see how simple it is, Mr. Kirby?
I see. It's quite an interesting game.
Nuts.
No.
Come on, Bob.
Come on, Bob,
I'm
be a
sorry.
sport.
Very well. I shall be happy to play it.
Well. You see Alice, who does want to play.
Well,
I didn't know that.
Oh, now then.
sorry, I didn't, my lines are really well, so.
Yeah, you interrupt after well, and then you say, now then, are we ready?
Oh, and now then, are we ready?
Ready.
Oh, sorry. Now remember, you must put down the first word that comes into your head. Is that clear?
Kirby?
I understand.
All ready? The first word is potatoes. Potatoes. Got that? All right. The next word is bathroom. Everybody got bathroom?
Go ahead.
The next word is lust.
Mother, this is not exactly what.
Nonsense, Alice. That word's all right.
Mother, it's not all right. Oh, I don't know. It seems to me that that's a perfectly fair word.
You see, Alice, she does want to play.
Now you must interrupt.
No, you see, now you mustn't interrupt the game.
Can I have that last word again, please?
Lust, Mr. Kirby.
I've got it.
This is certainly quite the game.
Shh, Grandma. Everybody ready? The next word is honeymoon. Not Essie. All set? Right, the last word is sex. Everybody got sex? All right, now hand me your papers. I'll take your paper now, Mr. Kirby.
Grandma, what happens there?
I cannot, sorry.
It's Grandma, what happens there?
Sorry.
What happens then?
This is the best part. Now I read out your reactions.
I see. It's quite an interesting game.
I knew you'd like it. Now I'm going to read out your paper first, Mr. Kirby. This is Mr. Kirby's paper. Listen, everybody. This is Mr. Kirby. Potatoes, steak. Did you see what he did there? Steak and potatoes. That's very good, Mr. Kirby.
I just happened to think of it.
Well, it's very good. Bathroom, toothpaste. Yes. Lust, unlawful. Isn't that nice? Honeymoon, trip. Yes. And sex, male. Oh, yes.